Sorry,
A lot of trust going on here.
this is a lot of trust by the owner of his car to trust me driving a beautiful Mark II Golf GTI. Hello and welcome to Rob's Retro Rides. Today we're in a very special car, and this is a Mark II Golf GTI 1989 or 1990?
1990.
1990. Same age as me. And this thing drives sweet as a nut. This is fantastic. 1.6 litre?
1.8 litre, 8 valve GTI.
1.8 8 valve.
112 horsepower.
Standard.
Standard, yeah.
This has got a bit of a mod, hasn't it, somewhere along the lines?
No, the car's completely standard.
It's completely standard.
Standard suspension, standard wheels, standard exhaust.
Wow.
Everything standard on it.
70,000 miles.
70,000 miles, yeah.
Wow.
I kept it all stock because I've modified every single one I've had in the past, and it actually just generally makes them worse. So this one's been left alone.
It flies for being standard. Imagine walking to a dealership in 1990 and you walked out buying one of these. You would have a smile on your face all day long. I reckon 0 to 60 is probably about, 7 or 8 seconds maybe?
7, I think.
Yeah, similar to the CLK Mercedes that I put on the channel recently.
There is one mod, actually.
Yeah,
Gearbox. It's got a 4+E gearbox on it, opposed to the standard GTI gearbox, because it'll now do 60 in the second gear.
nice.
The longer ratios are better to be on the bypass motorways, stuff like that. Whereas the original gearbox, I think it's 60 mile an hour, something like 3,500 RPM, nearly 4.
That's quite harsh, yeah.
Yeah, and a bit hard work to live with, so change the gearbox for a 4+E out of 1.6 drivers. It does make a difference.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it. All standard. Standard brakes. Nothing going on. Don't need it.
How many of these have you owned, do you reckon, over your lifetime?
14.
14.
14 I've had of these.
I don't blame you in the slightest.
This is my first GTI. The rest were like the 1 litre, loads of 1600s and 1800 drivers.
This thing handles so well for stock.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is probably, it's got to be one of the best hot hatches ever made, hands down. 112 horsepower. I guess this thing weighs about a ton.
Just under, yeah.
Just under a ton. Wow.
Under a ton.
So again, like I mentioned with the Starlet video, power to weight ratio is what matters more than the power itself. You can have a car with 300 horsepower that weighs 3 tons, or have a car with 112 horsepower that weighs 1 ton, and you got a better power to weight on that smaller car with less power, and it just feels more alive. It just feels nice to drive, and I must say, this is such a pleasurable drive.
It's got no issues keeping up with modern cars. Around the 2 litre mark, like 2 litre TDIs, Audi A4s, that sort of stuff. No issues. And considering it's, 36-year-old coming up to,
Yeah,
and it can still keep up with modern hatchbacks. It's never going to overtake them, but you'll follow them quite well, especially on the twisties.
yeah.
Absolutely no issues.
Every bend on this, I just sail into it. It doesn't feel like, it feels fun, it feels nice, but it doesn't feel like a challenge in any way. It just feels like feels natural. It just feels really, really nice. The handling on this is great. The feel of the brakes, they're perfect for a car of this age. Better than most cars of this age.
Yeah. Power steering.
Yeah. I forgot about the power. I'm so used to power steering now.
That's rare. If they did have power steering, they've usually broken. People have had manual racks on them, or they're usually manual. So it's quite nice to have power steering that actually works. That's all good. Makes a difference parking up in the supermarket.
you just forget this thing is 35 years old. Um, it doesn't drive like a 35-year-old car. Okay, you got like all the dials, everything in here is kind of, well, I say old fashioned. If you compare it to, say, I don't know, a Nova of the same age, it's, not,
It's a lot
it's
better.
light and day. Like, this is such a nicer car. If I remember rightly as well, that way, I think that's a good idea. Go to one of the prettiest places of Cornwall. Now in Endine, that place called Porferris Cross. Dear to speed limits for a minute, I suppose.
Yes, speed limits are hard in this car.
Wow. Yeah, it doesn't feel. I feel like I need to be in second still. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to go back down to second gear. I really, really like the gearbox on this car. It's just got a lovely feel. There's no clunkiness. It just feels really nice.
And the Golf ball gear knob, because it's a Golf. And the Golf T's and door pins. That's what it's for. No, it's nice. It's a good car. I daily it every day. I've done for years. It's good on fuel.
Yeah?
It's good on fuel. Yeah, as long as it's set up right.
What do you reckon? About 35 to the gallon or a bit more than that?
About 32, 35, about that.
About the same as the Starlet,
Yeah.
which is way slower than this, obviously.
For an 1800, it's not bad at all. Only uses the E5.
Oh yeah, this is fuel injection. This one, isn't it?
It is.
But I think some of the earlier ones were carbureted.
They're carbureted, yeah. But on the petrol fab, it'll tell you it's a 98 octane minimum. So you have to have to put the
Super.
momentum or whatever in it, because if you put the cheaper fuel in, it's noticeably bad. Even just start up in the morning, it will hunt and everything. It's awful. You have to use the good fuel. But as long as you do that, it's fine. They're good as gold. They are good as gold. It's comfy as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
The tyres matter on these. Don't put much of tyres on.
Same, honestly, with cars I'm going to keep for a long time. All of them, I usually buy a matching set of a minimum mid-range or like high-end tires.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to drive sort of playfully and not, if you're just commuting to work and back and not driving fast, it doesn't really matter. Has it got ABS on this?
No.
I assume not. Oh, it's
No
proper.
ABS, no traction control, nothing like that. If you mess up, you're on the edge.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to put good tyres on, because that's all you've got. That's it. If you put cheap tyres on, well, that's up to you, innit? You know what I mean?
I mean, my Starlet's got a matching set of tyres. One day the Merc will, because if you look at my recent video on the Mercedes, you'll see that my major gripe was with traction and handling. Obviously, the handling cannot be fixed. It's just a design of the suspension. But when it comes to the Mercedes,
It's waiting for you to pass. Thank you.
the cyclist is smiling. A cyclist is smiling. I can see him in the mirror. He's got a massive grin on his face. I think he likes the car.
He does get attention.
What side of the road are you on?
All of it.
Yeah, in the middle.
Mate, he had a spoiler on his Peugeot.
It looks really gay. It wasn't even a GTI 208. It was because they got a two-tone colour. They usually got black quarter panels on the rear. So that 208 didn't even look like it was a GTI model. I could be wrong, but trying to polish a turd there by the looks of things.
Good roads these are, aren't they?
This is fun, like really fun.
That's what the car's made for. Oh, you can really annoy some people in Porsches and big cars.
Yeah,
you can wind them right up. They cannot get off. You can just sit on their tail, and they can do nothing about it. You're just so light and nimble, and you got all the revs in the world. You know what I mean? You're going along in here in like second or third gear, and even if they got like 400 horsepower, they can't use any of it. So they just get frustrated. You just flash your lights behind them. It's good fun.
yeah.
It is really good fun.
If you got more than 200 horsepower, it's probably too much.
Yeah, yeah. On these roads, it is.
You don't need 200 horsepower on these roads. You need about 70 to maybe 150. And you can use the power, you can enjoy it, you can have fun.
That's it. The smile factor is insane. You know, they're so narrow little roads.
The Merc is not fun on this road at all. It's hard work.
Yeah, you're too worried about it.
Yeah, the bodywork is absolutely immaculate on it, apart from obviously the few little bits. But the actual paintwork itself is great, and it's just wider. It's longer. It doesn't handle quite as well. It's just not the best car for these sort of back road environments. Whereas this, oh, beautiful.
It's a happy little car as well. It's more than happy to rev. You know, in some cars, you try and put your foot down, it feels like effort.
Yeah,
It's like, come on, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? This one's more than happy to go in pretty much any gear. It doesn't mind. You know, its power band's about 3 to 4, well, about 2.5 to 4,000 RPM, and it will still keep pulling. So just over 6.
the sound on the overrun is great.
Yeah.
Like I really like the sound the thing makes.
And the engine braking is really useful because you don't put that many distal pads on the front because you can use the engine to slow down a lot.
I noticed that then. Like I was going. Normally I would change gear, but I didn't need to because I knew that the car would slow me down to the speed that I want.
Yeah.
A lot. My Starlet's awful for it. It just literally at about 20 miles per hour, it just goes down to idle and relies on the torque converter. So effectively, below 20 miles per hour, you have zero engine braking whatsoever. You're having to do all the braking all of the time. There's this. The same with the Vauxhall Victor that I'm doing the restoration on. There's a video on my channel about that as well. And I've driven that car, I've done about 5,000 miles in it. And the engine braking on that is absolutely epic. It feels more like a diesel engine, the way it sort of brakes, rather than a petrol. But I guess being a 2.3 litre four-cylinder engine, it yeah, it's just a very high torque, low power motor.
And you can do lift off to oversteer on these in the rain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not going to try that.
That's always good fun.
I don't want to. I don't want to damage this thing.
No.
I'd be crying if I did.
But yeah, once you get used to the car and you start throwing it about a bit, you can really make it.
I can feel the way that it handles, the way that it drives. It's just like, yeah, you've got all the feel through the steering all of the time. You don't. You can feel every bump, every pothole, but it's not jarring. It's not horrible. It's just a great car, a great all rounder. There's nothing. There's nothing that seems to be terrible with this car. It just. It must be one of the best cars ever made, especially hatchbacks. For hatchbacks, I think this is the best hatchback ever made.
Yeah. Well, they do require quite a lot of maintenance. These, I will admit that.
Yeah, it's a high.
When you get one, you're better off just going through everything. All the sensors, just replace them all. They're pennies,
Yeah,
you know. Brakes, disc pads. You can buy all the brake lines, everything. Just buy everything. Spend like 400-500 quid. Refresh everything. Water pump. Just do the lot. It's really easy. And then you got a sorted car.
yeah,
But the people that say they're unreliable are the ones that just replace the odd bit there and here and everywhere and don't go through the car the first time.
yeah.
If you go through it, like I said, I've daily this for 4 years. I've never had an issue with it. because you do it properly the first time. But yeah, it's like any old car, isn't it?
Exactly. There's certain cars that are old you can get away with not maintaining properly. You can skip bits here and there. This is not one of them, obviously, but the Toyota Starlet, I've neglected parts of that for quite some time up until this year, and it kept going. And the only thing that's gone wrong with it was the alternator belt snapped. But I had about 18 months worth of warning to get it done, and didn't get round to it. So that's my fault. I should have dealt with that sooner.
It's just wear and tear.
Yeah, but look at the view; it's great,
Mad, isn't it?
beautiful.
Right car for the right place.
Absolutely. I could not think of a better car, even my own cars. I could not think of a better car on this road right now than this car. This is truly a fantastic drive. But yeah, thank you very much for watching Rob's Retro Rides. Don't forget to follow or subscribe.